We the best, no contest. My clique is the best. We the best. There ain't no one like cause you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best.
All right, everybody, we're back for another episode, and today we're going to start off with an FA Cup game against Oxford United. They are a League One team, division up from us. Then our second game, we're going to go to play Crewe Alexandra on the road in our League Two matchup. We should be able to take them. They're the worst team, I believe, in League Two. Then we're going to come back and play a home game against Colchester. And depending on how we do in that FA Cup game, we may have another FA Cup game. But if we lose that game, we will be playing MK Dons. Oxford United, obviously, they're a league up from us in League One. That's where we're hoping to be next year. So this is good practice for them. Obviously, these tournament games, some of our players are going to be a little more tired than usual. So for this game, we've got Morton and Stevens up top. Garrick's a little bit tired. Stevens is a little bit tired. My player's a little bit tired. And we're going to have two 50 players, both Welch and Robertson, in defense. So this is not the strongest lineup that we could be putting out there. Not a bad lineup, but not the best lineup. Considering that three of our best and fastest players are going into this game tired already, I expect to see lots of subs. And I think we need to score early and often and get ahead, because once we come out of the game, it's a lot harder for us to win games. Once Daglomo is tired and comes out, very hard for us to win. But here we go. FA Cup, Oxford United against Forest Green. Let's do it. Oxford, long throw into the box, headed down to McEachran. McEachran passes it. He finds Perkins. Perkins with a rip, and it's 1-0. Holy cow. Didn't even get settled into this game at all, and it's now 1-0. Hopefully that drubbing we took at the hands of the Czech Republic while playing for the United States last game isn't going to wear over into this one, because 4 minutes into the game, nice ball to Perkins, buried into the back of the net. And I don't know if that's because we had two 50 defenders in or what. Moore Taylor was guarding him, and he's not a 50 defender, so Sonny Perkins has got Oxford United on the board, 1-0 early. It's going to get out to Daglomo. He finds Garrick. Garrick with lots of time into the corner. Into the box. It's going to be volleyed home by McAllister. Beautiful pass by Garrick. And McAllister jumps up and volleys it out of the air. McAllister doesn't score a lot of goals for us, but this was nice. Garrick gets around the corner, passes it in, and look at that shot. Full volley across his body. Stevens just gets out of the way, and Garrick puts it on his foot. McAllister with the goal, and we're tied 1-1. Highlight reel goal for McAllister. And Forest Green Rovers right back in the game. We've only played 13 minutes, and it's already 1-1. Both teams getting after it early here today. Beautiful goal. Daglomo passes it inside to Morton. Morton finds Stevens. Stevens with a rip, and he finds the side of the net. He finds the back of the net. 2-1 Forest Green Rovers. Great ball there by Daglomo to Taylor to Stevens. Watches Daglomo turns, passes to Morton. Morton finds Stevens, and he buries it in the back of the net. Daglomo back on defense, makes a tackle, and it's knocked away. Ball stolen. Here's Edwards, top of the box. He's going to pass it across to Perkins. Perkins doesn't miss. Back of the net. That's Perkins' second goal, and it's 2-2. And I imagine the referee will be blowing the whistle for halftime as soon as we kick it off. Headed away. And the ref blows the whistle, 2-2. Forest Green and Oxford United in the FA Cup. Big moment in the game here. Oxford looking to take a short corner. They do. Edwards to Harris. Harris dribbles it in. It's knocked away by Stevens, and here comes Daglomo on the break. Daglomo with lots of time. Daglomo will slow it down. And here we go. Garrick in possession. Garrick gets up to Stevens. Stevens to Daglomo. Daglomo is through. Daglomo hits it just wide. Tried to find space just inside the right post and instead missed it by about a foot. Daglomo into the corner. Nice steal. Gets possession back. Passed over to Jinx. Jinx passes to Daglomo. Daglomo passes over the middle to Dini. Dini's going to volley it into the air, and it's a goal assisted by Daglomo. The substitution, Dini. 78th minute, and Forest Green Rovers take a 3-2 lead here in the FA Cup against League One squad. Oxford, look at Daglomo, get around the defender. Passes it, puts it right on the foot of Dini, and Dini volleys it out of the air. 3-2. Keeper Beetle couldn't quite get there, and now Forest Green needs to hold on for the next 10 minutes, and they'll get out of here with a W and make it to the next round of the FA Cup. Oxford's going to have one more chance here in the 90th minute. Perkins in possession at center field. Looks outside. There's Harris. Perkins turns, spins, finds a man. Looks to Harris. Harris to Brannigan. Brannigan over to Ruben Rodriguez, and he shoots, and he finds the corner in the 92nd minute. And I cannot believe it, but Oxford United has tied this thing up in extra time. Nice ball there. One more pass, and it was a weak shot. The wet field slowed down the pass and the shot, but it was still able to find the corner. And look how close it was there, being saved by the keeper, but instead we are tied up with moments to go. Just moments to go. So Stevens in possession. Bunker over to Moore Taylor. Bunker gets it back. Passed inside to Daglomo. Good ball to Stevens. It's knocked away. Here's McGuane. He is going to turn. Good ball. Stolen away by Moore Taylor, and that's going to do it. At the end of full time, the score is going to be 3-3, Oxford United and Forest Green. All right, so our next game is going to be against Crewe Alexandra. As you can see, we are in first place. If we don't win this game handily, it'll be a big problem. Let's see if we can get back to our winning ways during our League Two season. Disappointing game last time, gave up a late goal in the 92nd minute against Oxford, or we would have been through. Instead, I think we're going to have to replay that match. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Pretty sure that's how it works, to replay it if there's a tie in an FA Cup, but we'll see. Stevens outside to Daglomo. He gets around the defender, crosses it inside. Williams heads it away. McAllister regains possession, passes over to Brown. Brown finds Stevens. Stevens is going to get it down to Brown. Brown finds a corner, and good shot there. 1-0 Forest Green. Brown scooped up the rebound, took a quick shot, and he's going to pose for the camera. And Forest Green is on top. Tracy turns, nice pass. Baker Richardson has a shot, and he scores. Crewe Alexandra ties it up in the 41st minute. Nice through ball. Baker Alexander on the end of it. He rips a shot past the keeper, and Crewe is back in the game. Nice through ball there by number 10. And Baker Alexander finds the near post, and it is 1-1 right before the half. These are the teams you got to beat if you want to win League Two. And Robson gets it. Daglomo with the ball, and he is just going to dribble it out. Referee blows the whistle, and we are all knotted up 1-1 at the half. Morton passes over to Morton. Good ball into Daglomo. Daglomo with a shot, and it's going to hit the side netting. Good opportunity there. Nobody attacking him. Steps into the 18. Nice shot there, and it's going to be deflected away by Daniels. Good ball. There's Brown. Brown passes it up to Daglomo. He finds Brown over to Dini. Dini with a shot, and he hits the back of the net, and it's going to be a 2-1 lead for Forest Green. Just like that, a couple great passes. Good ball there over to Garrick. Over to Brown, actually, and Brown finds Dini for the go-ahead goal. Brown passes into the box to Taylor. Taylor over to Dini. Dini with a shot. And Davies is going to get a hand on it. Daglomo. Daglomo takes it in the corner, loses it, but gets it back. Daglomo is going to have a cross into the box. Deeney gets onto it, and Deeney will score on a rebound. Brown tried to get a shot. It hit the defender and just landed at the feet of Troy Deeney, and Deeney had a rip and it found the net. So Deeney comes in, nets a brace, 2 goals in about 10 minutes of game time. Let's watch it again. Daglomo with a good cross. Brown tried to volley it out of the air. Defender made a play on it, and the ball just fell down to Deeney's feet, and he tucked it away with the left foot into the left post. Good play there, Troy Deeney. Forest Green able to find some separation here in the second half, and they're up 3-1. Here's Thomas cutting it back. We're in the 86th minute. Powell brings it into the zone. Baker Richardson, he's going to have a shot, and Baker Richardson finds the upper corner, and that's his second goal of the game. And with the second goal, Crewe Alexandra has cut this lead down to 1. Good through ball there. Baker at the top of the 18 just decides to have a go. And that was a beautiful shot. Keeper stretched as far as he could, but he couldn't get a hand on it. And Crewe has come back to make this a competitive game. 86-minute goal for Baker Richardson. And now they're going to be pushing to try to equalize this in the final moments of the ball game. Back to Daglomo. Daglomo is happy to just take his time out here on the wing. Pass inside to Deeney. Deeney at the top of the box to Brown. Brown to Garrick. Garrick through ball inside to Maddox. Maddox scores! And that's going to ice this game. Forest Green Rovers up by 2. Referee blows the whistle, and Forest Green takes the victory. 3 points in the bag. We will stay atop the League 2 standings all by ourselves. Good victory here today, 4-2. A little closer than we would like, but comfortable nonetheless. Okay, so Colchester, another team towards the back of the table. Interesting thing is that tie we had earlier in this episode against Oxford City, well, I was right. And after this game, final game of the episode is going to be a rematch away against Oxford United for the FA Cup. So a big game there in a replay for each team to see who advances to the next round of the FA Cup. So here we go. Deeney's going to get the start up top with Stevens. Daglomo shows up for the game. It's all business today. Forest Green looking to take 3 points here at home against Colchester. And here we go. Forest Green at home looking to have a big win. Passes over to Daglomo. Daglomo into the box. He's going to have a go. Saved by Goodman. McAllister gets there. He's going to knock it over to Stevens. Stevens has a rip. Have to pull it up. Passes it back to Brown. Brown at the top of the 18 to Garrick. Garrick has a go, and he hits it just wide. Daglomo gets it over to Garrick. Garrick with a great shot, but saved by Goodman. It's going to be brought back by Garrick. Daglomo looking to take a shot, and he rips it just wide to the left. And the referee blows the whistle, and we have a scoreless first half. Here's the corner kick from Daglomo. Good corner kick all the way across. Over to Deeney. Deeney passes to the middle. Nice shot by Brown, and deflected wide by Goodman. Close, but no cigar. Forest Green knocking at the door. Daglomo is going to take another corner kick. 0-0, 71st minute. Here's the ball into the box. It's headed on. Deeney put it past the keeper, but it was saved by the defender. Brown, nice through ball outside to Garrick. Garrick looking for a pass. He finds Robson. Robson to Brown. Brown to Daglomo. Daglomo with a shot. And the keeper comes up with a big save. Daglomo tries to steal it away. It's getting up to Taylor. Taylor has a rip. And Daniels knocks it wide. Johnny Daglomo and Troy Deeney are going to be exiting for Caleb Jones and Caleb Morton. Final minute of the game. Short corner kick for Chilvers. He puts it into the box. Brown collects it. He's going to dribble it out. Brown with lots of time. And here comes a great ball there by Stevens, and he hits Garrick. Here comes Garrick, one-on-one with the keeper on the breakaway. 91st minute. It is hit into the net. And a goal. 91st minute goal. Great play by Forest Green. Beautiful pass by Stevens to find Garrick on the through ball, and that's going to give us a 1-0 lead. The goalkeeper, Daniels, is pumped. The crowd is going crazy. And it looks like Forest Green is going to come away here and steal 3 points. Garrick, all alone, walks it in to the penalty spot and just taps it past the keeper. And that was all made possible because of the beautiful through ball that Stevens placed him at midfield. Passes it inside to Reed. Reed drops it back to the defender Mitchell. And a 1-0 victory on a late goal by Jordan Garrick. What an absolute brilliant pass. Player of the game, Stevens. And you can't complain about that. So, last game against Oxford, we gave up a 92nd goal to them to tie the game 3-3. We were 1 minute away from getting out of there with a win and advancing. But because they were able to get that goal, we have to replay the match. Of course, me and Garrick are both tired. So this is not the best lineup we could be putting on the field by any means, but we really don't have a choice. And I imagine that we're going to probably be making a couple subs in the second half. I would expect that Deeney and Taylor probably come on depending on how we're doing. I would expect for Brown to come on. You know, we got to make something happen here. This is a big game. I'm pretty sure that if we tie this, it goes to extra time. All right, so unfortunately, the audio for the last video of that Oxford City game got deleted, and I'm just going to have to tell you about it. The game ended in a scoreless draw. It was 0-0 at the half with 0 shots on goal. At the end of the game, there were only 3 shots on goal combined. As you can see in the video, I get taken out in the 92nd minute, but I was offsides on that pass, and then I got subbed out of the game. So Johnny Daglomo was not in the game for extra time. At the end of 120 minutes, we still had a scoreless draw, and we went to a penalty kick shootout. It was our first PK shootout for Forest Green Rovers, and we did fine. Oxford came out, missed their first 2 kicks. We hit all 4 of our kicks, and because of that, we advanced to the next round. So, since I have to re-record this audio, I can go ahead and tell you that because we advanced, we get to play against Newcastle United, which is our first Premier League opponent this season. And I've already played that game, and there's more goals that were scored in that game than any other game this entire season, and that includes the 8-1 USA Czech Republic game. So be sure to check that out in the next episode. That is going to do it for this episode, though. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, everybody be good to each other. Peace.